Greetings, friends and foes. It's Chris here. I need to make a quick video to weigh in on the Sound of Freedom movie that's getting all the buzz and getting a lot of people who never said anything anti-pedophile for their career expediency sound weighing in on it now. Real heroes. Anyway, this movie is a must-see because it does scratch the surface on this epidemic, but it barely scratches the surface. I recommend the movie. I'm not knocking it, but it doesn't go anywhere near scratching the surface on this epidemic we're facing. It doesn't mention the papacy, the Vatican, the largest child trafficking operation of all times. The Vatican, the papacy, the biggest child trafficker of all times that I know of is Sister Teresa, who's not a sister at all. That's a male running around in that dress, procuring tens of thousands of children for from orphanages around the world, so everybody gets all their flavors at the Vatican or at these royalty hunting parties. No mention of the royalties' involvement, the child sacrifice, the adrenochrome harvesting, the blood drinking, the baby rape. None of that stuff was mentioned. It was a heart-touching story, and it was and as far as I know, it's a true movie. It's probably true 1,000 times over, actually, and it's a shame. But that doesn't even scratch the surface. And a lot of people in the truth community are saying, because dark forces never let a good crisis go to waste without implementing tyranny. It's going to be a chance to chip your children. It's going to be a chance to guilt you or shame you or bully you into chipping your children or mandate that you chip your children because of the child trafficking epidemic. That's where this could be going. Don't ever chip your children. There's no excuse for it. Any child trafficking operation of this magnitude is going to be sophisticated enough to detect tracking chips in the child and cut it out in a matter of minutes after they abduct the child. That isn't going to work. It's just could be just a trick to get you to chip the children so our next generation's all chipped and eventually the whole world will be chipped. Bad idea. That's not going to work. The only thing that is going to work is executing pedophiles. They didn't mention anything about the hierarchies of the major religions' involvement in this 8 million children a year missing. No mention of the royalties' involvement in this, or Hollywood's involvement in this, or DC's involvement, or the world elite's involvement in raping these children for sport and drinking their blood and torturing them for a good adrenochrome harvest and all the insane things they do. I mean, the movie's heart-wrenching. And it should wrench your heart too. And it should scratch the surface or begin to wake you up on a problem that so many of you are too cowardly to even face or to even mention. It's just nauseating. And I feel like I'm all alone here, or very few of us. I mean, because you're cowards. I was the only one in Walmart, with maybe one or two exceptions over the months, without a mask on when the government said, put on a mask. And you just like sheep put on your mask instead of refusing to wear it, instead of refusing to comply. Like just communist idiots. And it breaks my heart that this society is going down the drain if you don't wake up. So if you're going to comply that easily and be bullied into doing what the government tells you that easily, you're going to start chipping your children so they can have complete and tyrannical control over them and use their little digital catalogs to select the children they want to rape and traffic. The only thing that is going to solve this problem is public execution of pedophiles. And I know it's so far gone now with the dark web perverting so much of our society and so many people in these satanic and Freemasonic and secret society organizations. It's so far gone that in order to get this thing reined in order to get this thing under control, we're going to have to start executing pedophiles to the tune of an acre of swinging pedophiles on ropes in every city. And I think an acre of swinging pedophiles on ropes in every city is the only way we're going to stop this crazy epidemic that's going on. It's out of control. And I don't think you realize how dark it is, how evil it is, what these people are doing to little kids, what they're doing to babies. 8 million children are missing a year on Earth. Not to mention birthing centers and cloning centers and births off the record. It's bad. And we're not going to get it under control without executing pedophiles. Forget about chipping your child. Don't let anyone intimidate or bully you into chipping your child. And don't be spineless like you were when you put on your mask. Don't be weak and spineless and not care about your children or the next generation. It might make your life easier. It's going to make your children's life a living hell. Don't be a coward. Don't put on your mask and don't take a chip. It's gone on long enough. The only thing that's going to solve this problem is an acre of swinging pedophiles on ropes in every city. And everybody thinks they might get on the dark web and get a little curious about seeing children get raped and then get the taste for it or whatever, the demons that possess them when they look at that and make them think they want to do something that horrific. The only thing that's going to solve this problem is execution of pedophiles. I don't care how high ranking the pedophile is or what top judge or what top grand wizard or what top pillar of the community these people are. It doesn't matter. From the lowest to the highest, all these pedophiles need to swing. Local, state, federal. They're infested everywhere. They're infested in our judicial system to protect each other. They're infested in law enforcement to protect each other. They're infested in CPS. They're infested in education. They're infested in every facet of society you can think of. The only thing that's going to solve this problem is executing these scumbags and hanging them on ropes in the town square so the whole city can see what they're... And don't even think about chipping your child. Don't be a masked idiot again, okay? Thank you.